Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's Bird of Final video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10-14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 16th of September, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe I'll try in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFSB2 at the end of the video for October, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just save that first. A video shows our 6 UK weather forecast, and we'll also need Jeremy for check out those two vids if you'd like to do that. Like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content, and thank you so much everyone for doing that. For GavsWeatherVids, thank you so much everyone. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. Right, we're going to start our centering temperature. The CT has ticked down a little bit more. We're now sitting at 16.4. That's 2.9 degrees above 61 to 1990 average per visual to yesterday, to the 5th of September there. So obviously you're very warm first 5 days to the month, particularly hot on the first day of the month, but is gradually coming down. Well, these were GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. Next couple of weeks, we're at Northampton today. Red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Northampton, starting off above average at the moment, really quite warm, but the upper air temperatures will be on their way down, generally a downwards trend from now onwards through to next week. Actually, quite a cool spell opening up, possibly even quite chilly, you know, for the far north, actually cold there as we go through the course of next week, before there's a recovery perhaps with the upper air temperatures into the second half of September. Precipitation wise looks quite mixed, so showers to come over the course of the weekend, maybe some longer spells of thundery rain too. Next week looking quite unsettled as well, so it does look, you know, more unsettled anyway than it has been over the next week or so. Temperature anomalies from the 6th to 14th of September, about average, possibly ever so slightly below for some places, not a big deviation. Precipitation anomalies from the 6th to 14th of September, drier than average for central, northern and western regions, but a little bit wetter than average down in the south. Latest wind flow map from earth.nullschool.net shows got an area of low pressure in the Bay of Biscay, and that will be coming northwards as we go through into the weekend. Okay, so let's start going through chart data. This is our latest UK Met Euro road, looking midnight on Monday. Low pressure then clearing away to the east and bringing in this northwesterly flow into the rest of next week. Low pressure deepening and bringing further wet weather in from off the Atlantic as well. That's how we're going to get to the end of next week. It's the 13th of September, Friday 13th. Then high pressure beginning to reach back up from the southwest again. Icon looking like this, so northwesterly winds possibly going northerly through the middle part of next week, cool and showery, and we keep those cool and showery conditions going through to the end of next week as well with the Icon run. Winds coming in from the northwest, it's going to feel chilly, and there could be showers or longer spells of rain. This other KMA is looking today, so again low pressure deepens to the north and the northeast of the country early next week, brings a cold front southeastwards. That will bring some heavy rain southeastwards with it. And then the second half of next week, we'll try to build up some higher pressure from the Azores, but low pressure just runs in over top. So overall, the KMA looking quite unsettled up to the 18th of September. GFS midnight run, all much of a muchness through the early to middle part next week, where the system coming southeast across the country, bring the band of rain and introducing those cool winds from the northwest. Heading into the second half next week, high pressure around starts to reach back up from the southwest. So we begin to build pressure through the middle part of September. This is a change from the GFS today. Builds high pressure strongly up towards Scandinavia. So after that more unsettled spell next week, by about days 8, 9, 10, we start to settle down again. High pressure over Scandinavia, winds going into the east, becoming drier. Not necessarily that warm, but perhaps, you know, relatively warm by day, but could be chilly by night. Into the very extended range, then we've got a bit of a battle going on between lower pressure trying to come in off the Atlantic and high pressure still being maintained to the northeast. So that's a big change for a GFS midnight run today compared to what it has been showing. Nowhere near as unsettled for the middle and second part of September. Bit of a twist. Right, let's see what 6 has got to say. Once again, we're bringing in this northwesterly flow on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, we accentuate that and turn the wind actually into the north. So next week looking quite chilly with showers along as well as rain. Again, about the end of next week, this is Friday 13th, high pressure tries to reach back up from the Azores again. Struggling to do so though, so nowhere near as anticyclonic with 6 compared to midnight run. Actually looking rather changeable up to day 10. But beyond that, high pressure strengthens to the south then, and we start to drag up much warmer air from the southwest. So through the 3rd week of September, the 6 is turning dry, much drier anyway, and also very warm potentially with that area of high pressure. So big changes with the GFS output day. If you have a look at the upper air temperatures, look how hot it is over and to the south of the country there by the 19th of September, for example. So that is a big change from the GFS today. Both the midnight and 6 runs really building pressure into the second half of September. Pretty much dry and warm, just as before autumn was definitively getting going. We've got a big twist there from the GFS. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Make sure to everyone for doing that. Drop a comment as to say what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. We thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. We only need to put on 5 subscribers. That is all to get ourselves to 18.7k. We are so close to 18.7k now. Please give us a sub. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, everyone. Right, okay, into the GM. Low pressure again to the north and the east on Monday. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, you're pulling these cool, but the north quite cold, northwesterly to even northerly winds. Check that out. Second half of next week, we bring another area of low in from off the Atlantic, happening further wet and windy and autumnal weather in with it. And up to day 10, the GM also looking quite unsettled. Low pressure to our east, bringing down that northwesterly flow. It all looks rather autumnal, not much sign of high pressure building with the gem today. And then the ECM rounding it all off with that thundery low clearing away finally on Monday. Then Tuesday and Wednesday we're going to these northwesterly winds, cool and showering. Northerly winds to Thursday, then Friday, Saturday start to build up some higher pressure from the southwest, turning drier, not necessarily that warm in the south, but still quite unsettled up in the north. And then the high pressure, similar to the GFS output actually, with the ECM strengthening through days 9 and 10. So by day 10, which is 16th September, we're back under high pressure. Could be quite chilly by night, but should be pleasantly warm by day there, I would have thought. And this is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from meteo.com. So further showery conditions to come over the next couple of days. Some very wet weather pushing up from the south on Saturday night into Sunday morning. That could bring thunderstorms as well across parts of England and Wales. And then Sunday looking a very showery day indeed. Next week, that wet weather gets out of the way, turns more unsettled in the north and the northwest with further showery bursts to come. A little bit of snow possible over the tops of the Scottish mountains, very indicated by those little green splodges. Then we start to dry things out though through the second half of next week as that high pressure builds up the south. So away from western Scotland, mostly dry by day 10. Meantime, the options on the table within the ECM ensemble today for day 10. From the Icelandic Met Office gets us to the 16th of September. 19 mils of the ECM ensembles with high pressure dominating across the north and west Europe, mostly dry and probably quite warm with that. 14 with high pressure to the south, low pressure away to the north and northwest, or lower pressure. Winds coming out of the Atlantic with that. 110 with high pressure over and to the east of the country, back to mostly dry and quite warm, includes the control of the operation road. Could be a bit chilly by night, I suppose. And then we've got 8 down here, still quite unsettled, low pressure to our east, and a bit of a ridge in the Atlantic. That's going to be rather cool and showery. But the east ensembles have shifted towards higher pressure by day 10 today. Quite significant developments within the model output. And then check this out, in 2 weeks' time, this is a big change, gets us to the 21st of September. 28 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure right over top of the country, and a further 23 with high pressure a little bit further northwards, winds in from the east. That should be mostly, both options should be mostly dry. And again, by night could be a little bit chilly, depends on the exact origins of the air, but by day should be pleasantly warm. So we have got a change here today. Another change within the model output in this, what is shaping up to be a very, very tricky September to forecast. Right, well, let's have a quick look at the CFS-V2 for October. Latest 700 millibar height anomaly idea. Remember, these charts change daily, but the latest idea is to have high pressure in the Atlantic. Low pressure is to the north and northeast, and winds will be coming in from a westerly direction. The high pressure should bring a lot of dry weather with it. Temperature anomalies are about average, not a particularly big deviation, and not much single precipitation, but probably a drier than average month would be likely there with high pressure in the Atlantic. But with so much chopping and changing for September, I think it's best to leave October alone, maybe, for the time being. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please you like, share, and subscribe. And search everyone for Dear Matt. Drop a comment and say what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. Thanks so much, everyone, for Dear Matt. I'll tell you what's happening on the channel over the weekend. It could be another epic weekend of content. So on Saturday, tomorrow, got 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've got the EC42 day. It'll be followed by the weekend forecast and also a 10 to 14 day as well with all operator features. And then on Sunday, again, we kick it all off with 6 AM forecast. 10 AM, we've got a second winter 2024-25 update. That's going to be another epic. We started winter updates last week. The first winter update is about on 5,000 video views. Thank you so much, everyone, for making that a true epic. And as I said, update number 2 is on the way. This Sunday at 10 AM. We will be live at 5:30 again this week. So 5:30, 6:30 live stream. So I shall see you for that one to discuss the winter update, do a 10 to 14 dayer, and we'll include, of course, as it's a Sunday live stream, we will include some long range in that as well. Exciting weekend. Right, well, you enjoy the rest of your Friday. And for this one, that's all for now, Bo, and thanks for watching.